Can we redefine death? Can we redefine the feelings we feel when a loved one passes on? Can we redefine the grief and the pain we feel and transform it into love and gratitude for the soul that has departed? It's absolutely possible, and I'm speaking from experience. 14 days back, my beloved father passed on. It has been a very difficult journey because he was just not my father. He was my mentor, my guru, my best friend, my confidant. I even married someone that my father and of course my mother chose for me. So it's definitely a very, very difficult reality to be faced with. But when we focus on the soul and the soul's journey rather than our own grief and pain, it becomes easy. So today, in the form of a Shraddhanjali for my father, who was also very particular about the videos I posted on Instagram. He would always say, make sure that your videos are informative and would help people lead a better life. So through this video, of course, I'll share the relationship I had with my father and also, most importantly, help you move from pain and grief towards nurturing and feeling gratitude towards the soul. So the first aspect is for your family to have a spiritual guide. For that, I'd like to thank our spiritual guide, Billy Doctor, who we call Billy Mama, who really guided me, my mama, and my brother Rishabh to stay together and to focus on the spiritual and the soulful journey. And she prepared us by consistently reminding us that we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. So what we term as death is actually birth in the spiritual world. What we term as an end is actually evolution and a new beginning for the soul. And she was unbelievably accurate with her predictions where Papa's passing on was concerned. Now, all this talk never made sense to me because, I'm a science student. But when my beloved Papa passed away, there was an axis shift and I immediately connected to his soul journey. Second aspect that worked for me is that you must limit the news of your loved one passing on to just your spiritual friends. Because you don't want your friends to tell you, oh my God, what a tragedy. Tell me what happened. Give me all the details. You want to be immersed in prayers. That's why we say, isn't it? Can you please pray for his soul to rest in peace? And I think the prayers that work the most are the prayers of the family and the prayers of the close friends. And hence I was just busy constantly praying for my beloved father's soul to rest in peace. And I did not want my grief and my pain to make his journey choppy. So for that, I'd like to thank my Rakhi brother Amish, darling Archana, and my beloved Sudhanshu, who just made sure I could fly to India overnight. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank Joy, who's looking after little Samaya with Sudhanshu because they're in London and I'm in India. But Samaya's doing really well with your good wishes. I'd like to thank my spiritual friend Roshni. I love you. And much love to my childhood friend Nilanjana, who's really been my rock. Leena, who's been with me from day one to when my father passed on, constantly being my support. And my beloved Farah, my Faru, who makes the world laugh, but who is my wisest and most gentle and sensitive friend. Thank you so much. And the third aspect is why we must honor the first 4 days, the first 13 days, and the first 40-day practice. It's not just a Hindu belief. Whether you read the Holy Gita, the Holy Quran, the Holy Bible, and I read them all during these last few months, and I've been reading the Garud Puran, they all point towards the direction that when a person passes on, it's a beautiful soul journey. So don't cry, don't grieve, don't complain, because your grief will make the journey of the soul choppy. And you want the soul to soar high and attain moksha and nirvana. We've just been reading these amazing spiritual texts that also say a beautiful thing, that when a person passes on, the soul becomes a beautiful clean slate. So whatever you say gets imprinted and gets cemented million times into the thought or the mind of the soul. So either it will help in the next life or towards the journey where moksha nirvana is concerned. So it's so similar to when a little child is born, isn't it? A little child is born with a clean slate. Whatever you consistently program the child's mind, the child will end up becoming that and believing that. So I've just been busy constantly affirming and communicating with my beloved father that thank you so much for everything that you did. Thank you for the music, thank you for the love, thank you for being so gentle, thank you for being so kind. And the fourth aspect is gratitude. Very difficult to practice gratitude when your loved one has passed on. But Veeraji, my beloved mother, who's very famous on Mindful Mondays with her shukar, well, really changed our entire perception because we were so grateful. Thank God that beloved Papa was 82 and never stepped into a hospital ever. We're so grateful that he saw both his children married. We're so grateful that he enjoyed time with his grandchildren, enjoyed time in India, enjoyed time in England. We're so grateful that all his friends describe him with one word: kind, gentle soul. And most importantly, we're so grateful that we could actually complete all the rites in the midst of this pandemic. We're so grateful that all the priests and the Maulanas and the Panditjis could all come and bless our prayer ceremonies. So everything that we thought that we wanted to do for his soul journey was achievable and doable in these times. So we've always got to find reasons to feel grateful for things even in the worst situation in life. It's difficult. But if you can pull that off, you are on your way to feel liberated. And it's the best thing you can do for your loved one who's passed on, because they are thrilled to see you be happy, fulfilled, blessing them and being grateful. So my dear friends, thank you for being my support system across Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. Thank you for all your prayers. Thank you for all your warm wishes. And I truly believe we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. So please don't send me condolences. Just send me the message, wow, what an amazing bond you had with your father. We're praying for his moksha and his nirvana. Long live Papa, and long live all our loved ones who've passed on in our hearts.